Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Echo here, and today I'm going to be talking about the PS4. Now, I don't know if all of you saw the press release, but I did, and it was pretty sick. Now, I put together this little video for you guys, and it just has some pictures of the PS4, and it is pretty sweet. So we got the controller here. We have the console on its side. That's the front. Looks pretty sweet. Actually, that might be the back. I'm not sure. That's the top of it with the controller and the PlayStation Eye. Now, the PlayStation Eye will be sold separate, so we're not gonna have a Connect fiasco like we did with the Xbox One. Here's it on its side again. Xbox don't buy one. Everybody laughs at the Xbox One because it looks like a VCR and it has DRM, and I could make a whole video on its problems, but I'm just gonna leave the screen on this picture because this gives you the overall view of the entire console with the controller and the PlayStation Eye. Now, I don't think us hardcore gamers are gonna have much use for the PlayStation Eye, but if you want to buy it for your kids or something, like if you're a parent, go hog wild with that. Now, today specifically, I'm going to be talking about games and a couple other things, but I'm going to start off with saying, um, I'm not going to buy an Xbox One. I have an Xbox 360 and a PS3. I am a PlayStation player at heart. Like, that was my first gaming console. And I remember getting it back when I was, like, really young and I was super excited. And then I was like thanking my parents so much. And it's still, I like it better than the Xbox. But the Xbox does have a better online service. And it does, that is where all my friends play. But all of my friends have convened, except for Bryan, because Bryan's a fanboy, that we're all going to move to the PlayStation 4 when it releases because we don't want to put up with the bullshit that Xbox is trying to shove down your throats. And I can make a whole video on the problems with that piece of shit, but I'm not buying it, and you can tell just by me talking about it that I hate it. I literally hate it because it's insulting what they're trying to do. But, yeah, I'm just not even going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about how awesome the PS4 is. Now, one thing that does suck is that you have to pay to play online, but if Sony's smart, which they are, that's been quite evident through their advertising, they're probably going to reinvest the money from PlayStation Plus into the online. I didn't really expect it to be free this year, but it was a wishful thought, but I knew it wasn't going to be. But the cool thing is, we're probably going to get updates now. Like, we're going to get updates, we're going to get faster patches, we're going to get all this cool stuff because they have the extra money to reinvest into the system. Now that is a negative and a positive because you have to pay extra money to play online, but we're getting a better service because of it, which I think is worth it because I will be using my PS4 quite a bit. Now, games. This is the good part. What I'm most excited for is Watch Dogs and Battlefield 4 and Destiny. Now, I'm probably going to buy Watch Dogs and Battlefield 4 on like the first day it drops. Like, I'm going to camp outside GameStop in like a tent and be like, I need my PS4. Like, I'm going to be addicted to it. When I get home, I'm probably not even going to buy any disc games. I'm going to download them all and then buy a ton of hard drives so I can just like have infinite cloud games. But I'm definitely getting Watch Dogs and Battlefield 4 the first day. Because Watch Dogs, you don't have to elaborate. That game is just beautiful and perfect and amazing. And you get to steal trains, which is awesome. And Battlefield 4, if you guys didn't see the multiplayer reveal for that, you need to go see it because they took down an entire skyscraper. They blew up a bridge and a tank fell through it. It was just amazing. I'm going to link it in the description if you haven't seen it. Now, games I probably will buy, and this is in order of how cool they look. Thief. If you guys know me in real life, you know I love stealth games. Like, I will play Assassin's Creed 3. That's not really a stealth game anymore. It's more of an action game. But, it has assassins and knives and stuff like that, so I count it as a stealth game. It's going to be Thief, which is amazing because I love stealth games, as I've said just now. Infamous Second Son. Now, this brings back good memories of Infamous 1 when it first came out. I got it on, it was like the third game I got for my PS3. And I played that thing for hours on end. Like, my first time I wanted to be a really good guy and not kill anyone. Then I got bored, made a new character, just killed everyone I saw. I had so much fun with Infamous. And now they're making Infamous Second Son, which looks really cool. And Killzone's Shadowfall, that really needs no elaboration as well because Killzone looks beautiful and it looks really fun. Drive Club. Now, I'm not big in driving games, but like I've been just getting this feeling that like I just want to race, like, and I think I can wait till Christmas for that. Pick up Drive Club maybe. Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, if you didn't see this, there was there was a little ad for it. Not really an ad, but more like a teaser trailer, and it's kind of like an apocalyptic world, and it's in New York. I think it's New York or Chicago, some big city like that. And like basically, it's like kind of like DayZ because you have to survive and get food, right? But it's also kind of like Call of Duty because you gotta shoot people and yeah, I like how as soon as I say shoot people, that's referencing it with Call of Duty. Which surprisingly, I probably won't buy this year because I bought it every year since COD 4. But in the Division, say you're on a tablet and you still want to play it, or like an iPad or something, you can sign in on a tablet and you can fly around as a drone and you can tag people. And on Battlefield 4, if you're playing the commander game mode, you can like be a commander from your iPad. So say basically your team needs recon, you can call in like a little recon scanner off your tablet if you get enough points for it. Say there's some tanks in your way. If you guys watch the Battlefield 4 multiplayer reveal, you'll know that this happens. Say there's some tanks and you don't want them there. Have the commander drop a Tomahawk cruise missile off of his iPad and just like, no more tanks. Now, I'm really excited to screw around with the iPad stuff because I've never really seen anything like that on console gaming. Now, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, I'm not really that excited for it because, it kind of just looks like Assassin's Creed 3 set like 30 years earlier. And it just kind of looks like the same thing. I'm just not that excited for it. Star Wars Battlefront 3. Now, I put this a little low on the list because I'm really excited for it, but I don't know if it's going to suck ass or not. So, it's not like really high on my must buy list because I just don't know enough. Cause like the last Battlefront, like what Battlefront 2, when was that released? Like, I don't know if this is Battlefront 3 or Battlefront 4, but the new Star Wars Battlefront, like I think the last Battlefront release was like, it was either 7 years ago or 4 years ago. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that because I'm probably way off. Titanfall. Now, this game looks really interesting, and I'm going to explain why in a second. So, Titanfall is made by Respawn Entertainment, and Respawn Entertainment is basically the original Infinity Ward before they had lawsuits and that people left. This is like the original Infinity Ward, and they're making a new game. Now, Titanfall is basically like mech suit war and invisibility craziness. I saw the trailer for it, and I kind of just like, whoa, what did I just watch? And it looks really cool. And I'd been hearing a lot about Respawn Entertainment making like a futuristic first-person shooter. And, I was really interested because they did make Modern Warfare 2. But Modern Warfare 2 sucked ass. But that's not really their fault because they weren't there to patch it because they left and were like, hey, guess what? Infinity Ward, fuck you guys. We're going to do our own shit. And so that's not really their fault. They made a good game. They just didn't support it. But then again, they left. So why did they have to? So, I'm really excited for Titanfall, but I just don't know how. That's the same with Battlefront 3, or whatever Battlefront this is. I'm really excited for it. I just don't know if it's going to be good or not. And Call of Duty Ghosts, this is on the bottom of the list, and I might not even get it this year, because, you know what? I'm sick of Call of Duty. I mean, I can beast mode every lobby, I can drop a swarm every game, no problem, but, like, I've been playing since COD 4. It's just gotten old. Like, at this point, I just create, like, fun classes and screw around. Like, I'm burnt out on the series. Now, this is where, when I heard this, I freaked out. So, first of all, to lead into this, you can use keyboard and mouse on the PS4. So, you PC gamers, you can buy a PS4 if you want, right? I'm not saying you have to. I know you guys are like the elite master race gamers on the PC. I know that, but say your friend has a PS4, you can bring your keyboard and mouse over so you have like Razer Cat or whatever it is that makes the keyboards, and Say you want to bring your gaming mouse and gaming keyboard over there, you can hook it up and just start playing on that. And even cooler, there is going to be free to play games on the PS4, specifically ones from the PC. So there's going to be Warframe, and if you guys haven't seen that game, you're probably living under a rock because a ton of YouTubers got paid to play it. And I don't have anything. I don't really care about that if they got paid to play it because it is a cool game and I have played it and it's very fun. You can you're basically a space ninja for those who don't know. Basically, there's like two different like evolutions of humanity. Like one of these space ninjas called the Tenno, and then the other half like these robotic, cyborg, nasty looking people. Can't remember the name, but they start with a G, and they're all nasty. And basically, you kill them because they're like these Nazi racists that are trying to kill you because they know you can stop them. It's really weird, but it's also really fun. PlanetSide 2. Now, if you haven't heard of this game, you are living under a fucking Titanic because PlanetSide 2 is amazing and tons of people play it. Blacklight Retribution. I wouldn't hold it against you if you didn't know what this game was because, not many people do. But basically, it's like Halo, Call of Duty, and Battlefield all combined into one delicious package. But the only thing I don't like is, you don't really permanently unlock things. You can, but it's kind of annoying the way they have it set up. I personally don't like it. But, I had a list of games I wanted, and I just went through it all. So, now I'm going to talk about the things I like about the PS4. So, I know I'm going to sound like a retard, but I actually do like having to pay for online. Because, basically, the only reason is because you'll get better service. That's about it. And if I don't get better service, I'm going to be kind of pissed off. But, not as pissed off as I would be if I had bought an Xbox One. Hold on, let me adjust my posture. If you guys watch my videos a lot, you know that I don't like to stay in one position while I'm recording. There we go. I have switched to a standing position to stretch out my legs while I record. Let me get a little closer to the laptop so you can hear my voice better. There we go. Oh man, I might fart. All this won't be good. Oh, silent but violent. I would turn on my fan, but I can't because then it would be too loud. I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. That's too bad. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. Oh man, that's not good. Alright, so things I like about the PS4. One, it looks epic. I mean, look at this. You got a touchpad and the controller, and you got this crazy blue, purple neon light going on. That's sick. And it doesn't look like a VCR. That's good. And I'm pretty sure you call this a parallelogram. Don't hold it against me. I'm not very good at geometry. I'm pretty sure it's a parallelogram is what you call that shape. And another thing I like is the controller. I mentioned this a little bit just now, but dude, it's a touchpad. So I'm gonna use an example on Call of Duty, even though I'm probably not gonna buy Call of Duty this year. So say you want to switch your classes and you don't want to have to pause it, you just go down to your controller, you can change your classes there. But if they put the minimap there, they're going to get slapped in the face because you have to look down to look at your minimap. That's gonna ruin the game. But say you're playing Borderlands 2 or something, and you guys know how cluttered your inventory can get in that game. Just go down there, you can manage it there. That'd be really nice. Or say you're playing Skyrim, and you look at the map, because you don't really need the map that too often in Skyrim unless you're trying to travel somewhere. Just look down, you can have the map down there. Now that would be nice, because I hate pausing the game, having to look for the map, then finding it, and then having to look around and do all that clunky controls, but I can just use my hand to do it. That'd be really nice. But, basically my opinion on the touchpad is it can be a really cool feature if the developers choose to implement it and they implement it right. And they have common sense. They make cool games, so it shouldn't be too hard for developers to not screw it up. Oh, another thing I like, it's only $400. Now, a lot of you guys are like, "Oh, only $400. Ha ha ha. Hey, dumbass, that's a lot of money." Well, it is, but considering what's under the hood with 8 gigs of RAM, I'm pretty sure it has a Titan graphics processor, or that might have just been a rumor, but I'm pretty sure it has a Titan graphics processor, which is beast mode, because those things are a shitload of money. It has I think it has DDR5. Yeah, it has DDR5. And that basically makes it super beast mode. And it really makes the graphics nice. So, the PS4 does have better hardware than the Xbox One, or the Xbox Don't Buy One, as I like to call it. Um, I'm kind of at a loss for words, just because like I'm just thinking about how awesome this thing is. Now, another thing I like is it does not come with the PlayStation Eye, which is this thing right here. And you're probably like, why do you like that? Well, first of all, I'm glad it doesn't come with it because you have the option to get it. Unlike with the Xbox One, where it's like, hey, we're going to have this Kinect monitor to you at all times. Everything you say, do, or anything that happens to be in the vicinity of our monitor will watch you. Like, I have this joke that I just picture, like, Bill Gates, like, watching you through the Kinect, jacking off. Like, it's just weird. I don't want the thing to always be on. Like, and I don't even want the Kinect. Like, it's just dumb. I don't want it. I'm not gonna buy this thing, this little PlayStation Eye, because I'm never gonna use it. But you know, for like the people who want it, they can have it, and it's going to turn off when you turn it off, which is nice. Unlike the fucking Xbox One, where they fucking stare at you through it, which I think is weird. Oh, and since it doesn't come with it, it's cheaper. Cause first of all, the Xbox One's an extra $100 because it comes to the PlayStation Connect. I mean the PlayStation. It comes with the Kinect, and Xbox are money hungry bastards, so that's why they did that. Now, I'm pretty sure the only sales that the Xbox One are gonna get is from Halo 5 and 6, which are gonna come out on that, and from Fanboys. Like, ignorant people who don't know anything about like consoles will buy it, like, yeah, this is cool, and then they probably won't get pissed off because they probably like won't complain because they don't know that much about video games. And then fanboys will buy it just because they love the console. And I don't really understand the fanboy thing. I'm gonna get sidetracked a little bit here. I don't understand the fanboy thing. Like, I would understand it if like they gave you a console, they gave it to you for free, and they're like, hey, you should be a part of the Microsoft company. Here's a free console so that you can enjoy it. No, because you paid for it, right? It's your thing. You made an equal transaction of goods. You deemed it worthy to give them X amount of money for X product, so therefore, you owe no loyalty to them because it's like an equation, like 5 plus 5 equals 10. 5 and 5 is equal to 10, and 10 is equal to 5. Just because, like, you give them 5 and 5 and you get 10 doesn't mean you should owe anything to the people who gave you 10. It doesn't make sense. So that's, I just don't get it. I think it's funny. Like, I don't have any alliances to anything. But I do prefer the PS3. But I do know that the Xbox 360 was a little bit better, but it's just my personal preference. I like the way the controller is on the PS3. And so, I will be excited to have all my friends on the PS4, because I am a little bit better on the PS4 when the PS3 when I'm gaming. I'm a little bit better on there. So it will be nice to have all my friends on there too. Because the only reason I bought an Xbox was to play with my friends. And so, I forgot what I was talking about because I got sidetracked by the fanboy thing. Okay, quickly, remember it, come on. I don't remember what I was talking about. Hold on. Oh yeah, I was talking about people who are going to buy it. Like, the people who are kind of like ignorant about the topic will buy it because they'll be like, hey, yeah, it's a good idea, it's an Xbox. And they're like, oh. And the fanboys will buy it because they just love the console. And then whenever their internet goes out or they want to go traveling, they'll be like, hey, how's that Xbox treating you? Hot troll face. And then, I think people are going to buy the PS4 are going to be, like, educated people and fanboys. So, like, people who know, like, okay, the DRM sucks. The Xbox One looks like a VCR. The Xbox One, you can't buy or sell games. You can't trade games. You can't loan games. Which I think is retarded because, like, just the other day, Ty gave Austin the orange box for his Xbox 360. And if we were all on Xbox One right now, he'd try and give it to him and he'd be like, nope, trolled. So, that would suck. So you can't really just give away games. Oh my god, I'll link another video in the description. It's Sony's video on how to trade games on the PS4. It's once you watch it, you'll laugh, I promise. It was just the greatest thing ever. So, that was my talk on the PS4. It was 20 minutes. So, Yeah, I think I did. I think I covered pretty much everything. So the Xbox fanboys will dislike. The people who are going to buy an Xbox One will hopefully switch to PS4 and save themselves $100 and all that hassle. And the people who are fanboys for the PS4 and the people that are going to buy a PS4 will give me a like. And if you don't do any of that, I don't really care because I have like 10 subscribers. And likes and dislikes, comments don't really matter. But I appreciate getting likes and comments because it makes my e-penis bigger. Have a nice day and stay techie, audience.